Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hit Couple. I'm Yvonne. Today we are going to be doing a hip mobility with a little bit of beginner yoga poses at the end. So thank you for showing up today. It is a Wednesday, so this should be a nice exercise for that middle of the week. I know this is called hump day, so getting over that hump. We'll go ahead and get started. We are going to be on the floor, so you might want to have a yoga mat. Definitely recommend having a pillow for your bottom or your knees. So if you have multiple, go ahead and grab those. But we are going to get started. We're going to start on the floor, and we are going to sit crisscross. So if you can, if you want, you can sit down on the pillow, crisscross, or you can put your feet in front of you, bottom of your feet facing each other, however you feel comfortable here. I only have one pillow. If you want to get another pillow to help prop you up, you can do that as well. So we're going to take a couple of deep breaths in here. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. I really like to close my eyes here. Breathe in and breathe out. Take this time to really focus on yourself. Show up today for nobody else but you. Breathing in through the nose and through the mouth. When I do yoga, I definitely like to leave all my other house duties, put them to the side, and focus on myself for the next 15-20 minutes. Really decompress here. All right, so we're going to start off with a couple of hip mobility moves. So we are going to come into this position here. We'll start off on the right side. So your right leg is going to be bent in front of you, and your left leg is going to be bent behind you, okay? So you can get that pillow to help prop you up, to take some ease off of the back and off of the knees. Like I said, I only have one pillow, but if you need multiple, you can get multiple to help you sit a little bit higher. Okay, but we are going to be here. We're going to take a couple of deep breaths. So when you are here, I want you nice and straight, that back nice and straight. We're going to dip those hips forward. Okay, so we're not rounded. You're sitting up nice and tall and shifting those hips forward. Okay, you should feel a nice, good stretch here. Taking a deep breath in and exhale. Long exhales here. Deep breath in and exhale. Good job. One more time. Breathe in and exhale. Here, so our hands were on our side, so we're going to bring our hands to our middle, and we're just going to rock. We're going to come out, and then we're going to come back forward. Okay, no hands here. Keeping both knees on the ground, just rotating at the hips. Keep breathing here. Opening up and going forward. You don't have to go too fast. If you want to slow it down a little bit, you can. Remember, trying to keep those knees down and rotate at the hips. Let's do one more time. Open up and lean forward. Good. Now as we're here, we're just gonna take this leg and try and straighten it. You can bend that knee a little bit more in front of you, and we're gonna enter what's called a pigeon pose. So we're gonna take a couple of deep breaths in here. Exhale out. If you're able and you want to get a little bit deeper, you can come onto your forearms. Remember, really pay attention to how you're feeling today. I don't want you doing anything that is painful or strenuous. You know your body best. Good job. We can come back up. Take one last deep breath in. And exhale. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side now. So we're going to just rotate here. And we're going to come back here. He wanted to come over here and Dad didn't let him. Left leg is out, bent in front of us. Now the right leg is bent. Also here, remember we're sitting up nice and tall and we're dipping those hips forward. So you don't want to round your back. Let's dip them forward, keeping those knees on the ground. We're taking a couple of breaths here. Deep breath in through your nose. Let's do a long exhale out. Good, deep breath in. And exhale. Release one more time. Deep breath in. And exhale. Good. Now we're going to do our rocks from side to side. Remember, I want your knees to stay on the ground. And we're just going to be rotating at the hips. Okay, no hands here. We're going to lean forward, come back, and open up. Try and keep those knees on the ground here. Keep breathing. Remember, you do not have to go fast. You want to slow it down. Nice and controlled. Good job. Let's do one more. Opening up and leaning forward. Good. Now we're going to take our hands down and we're going to take our right leg, push it to the back, trying to straighten it out. Remember, bringing that left knee, you can bring it in a little bit. We want to keep that back leg and thigh, the left leg and thigh, down in the ground as much as we can. And we're going to take 2 deep breaths in here. Exhale out. Breathe in. And out. Remember, you can come down to your forearms. Get a little bit more of that stretch in that outer leg. Great job. We can come back up and do one last deep breath in. And exhale. Release. So I'm going to stay on this side, but we're going to come to our knees now. I'm going to place the pillow under my left knee. And with my other leg, my right leg, I'm going to extend it out. Okay, hands are down on the mat, on the floor, and we're going to do a couple of adductor stretches here. So here, I want your back straight. Okay, we're not rounded. That pelvis is nice and straight also. And we're going to curl the toes under, and we're going to come back as much as you can, keeping that pelvis straight. Okay, straight and forward. Try not to rotate it. Remember, we're keeping it nice and straight, keeping that back straight. And we're going to come back as much as we can. So if you're just right here, if that's all you can do, that's fine. But if you can sit a little bit back into it, keeping that pelvis straight, go as much as you can. You should feel that nice adductor stretch right here. That's what we're working with. So right now, let's come back up instead of sitting down on our back heel. But I want you, for about 5 seconds, we're going to push this foot down into the ground as hard as we can for 5. Push. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release. Good. Now we're going to come back down. Remember, keeping that back straight, that pelvis forward. And come back up. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to rotate this way now. You place that pillow. You don't need a pillow, but if you want to use it, you can get a little bit pressure off of that knee. So we're going to take it with our right side, with the knee down, extending that left leg. So here, again, our back is straight, our pelvis, our tailbone is nice and straight. Okay, we're not rounded, keeping it nice and straight. Toes, our right toes are tucked under, and we're going to come back and sit down on that right foot as much as you can, keeping that pelvis forward. Okay, so we're not rounding back. Remember, keep it nice and straight. Get that nice adductor stretch right here. Keep breathing. Good, and we're going to come back up, and we're going to push down with our left foot. Push it down in the ground as hard as you can for 5 seconds. Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good job. You might have cramped a little bit there. Even more so, the reason why you need to do these stretches, don't ignore them. Good job. Now we're going to, well, you can keep your pillow. We're going to go into a couple of more hip flexor stretches. So same thing. I don't know why I moved, but same thing. Our right leg is going to stay down. We're going to come into this half kneeling position here. So we're going to curl those toes under. Here we are going to bring the pelvis in and down. Okay, tuck it in. You don't want it out. We're tucking in now, squeezing those glutes with that leg that is back. That hand reaches up. Your left hand reaches in the inside of that leg. We're reaching up and over. And we're going to stay here, and we're going to take 2 deep breaths in. And exhale. Breathing in. And exhale. Coming back to middle. Good job. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So turn. I'm going to turn the other way. Rotate to the other side. Our left knee is down on the ground. Right knee is up. Remember, curl the toes under for stability. And we're going to tuck that pelvis in, squeezing those back glutes. You're nice and strong here. That back leg, that left hand goes up. The right hand comes to the inside of that right leg, and we're leaning over. Get that nice side stretch here. 2 deep breaths in. Ooh, good job, you guys. Breathe in. And exhale. Good job. Next, we're going to come up on our feet here. I think we're pretty much done with the pillow. We're going to come up and we're going to do a couple of deadlift positions here. So we are going to have a slight bend in our knees, and our arms are going to reach forward, and we're going to push our hips back. So we're going to do just like this. I want your thumbs facing up to the ceiling, and then we're going to come back just like that. Reach forward, hips back, come back up. Thumbs up to the ceiling and back. Inhale, reach forward and back. Good, a couple more. Right, shift those hips back, reach those arms up and back. Good. Now we're going to go into what's called a chair pose. So it's a little bit similar to what we just did, but now our hands are going to raise up, and we're going to come into a squat position. So I'm going to show you from the side. So we're reaching up and coming into a squat position. Okay, same thing. If you need to put that pillow under your heels, you can. But we're going to reach up and squat down. Reaching up as high as you can. Our chest is up. Our back is nice and straight. Let's do one more. Good job. Now we're going to go into a couple of warrior poses. So there's warrior 1, warrior 2, and warrior 3. So we're going to go ahead and start with warrior 1. With warrior 1, let's step our left foot back, okay? And we are going to have our right leg parallel to the ground, okay? If you can't get that deep, that's okay. So if you're just right here, that's fine. But that right knee is going to be directly above that right ankle, okay? Our hips are facing forward, and we're going to raise those hands up. So a couple of deep breaths in here. Really focus on your stability here. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. One deep breath in here. And as we exhale, I want you to shift your hips forward, rotating that back foot. So that back foot should be parallel with your back mat. This front foot is still facing forward, and we are going to open up into what's called a warrior 2. Remember that leg is still parallel with the ground. Your hands are parallel, your arms, are parallel with the ground as well. I know it's probably burning because it's burning for me. Good job here. Good, and we're gonna come back out and we're gonna shift it to the other side. So shifting those toes forward, bending that leg, making it parallel with the ground, and we come into warrior 1 on the other side. Remember that back is nice and straight. Stay with me, you guys. I know it's burning. Push through. Keep breathing here. Reach those hands up as high as you can. Good job. On an inhale, last one, and then on the exhale, we're going to rotate back forward, shifting those hips forward and opening up that that left foot is still facing forward, where we rotate that right leg to open up into our warrior 2. Keep breathing here. Good job. One last deep breath in. And exhale. release. Good, we're gonna come into a couple of deep breaths here so you can come nice and wide. And we are going on an inhale. We're gonna bring the hands up, nice and tall, and exhale, bringing them to center. Again, same thing. We're going to breathe in and exhale to center. Good job. Couple more here. Breathing in and exhale. Last one. Breathing in and exhale, center. Really good job today, you guys. Thank you for showing up. Those of you that were here today, thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time. Thank you.